Hi, I'm Wendy, and it's Wednesday, and here's my wisdom for this week. So, May is actually my month. I know I said February was my month, and then I said March is my month, but May absolutely is my month. Not only was I born in May, but Mother's Day is in May, and I had an awesome Mother's Day. It didn't start out exactly the way that I thought it would, but I've learned over the years to enter into Mother's Day with no expectation. Well, okay, so I have expectations, but it never changes the fact that I'm a mother, that I love my girls with all my heart, and that whether they give me one of those old ashtrays that I posted last week, a bouquet of flowers, a card, or just a hug, it's enough. And I really take the time to embrace the fact that I've been blessed to be able to be a mother to my own and to some others. So I hope if you're a mom that you had a blessed Mother's Day. So this week I'm talking about communication. It's one of those things that, especially if you're married in a relationship or you have children, communication is difficult to tackle. It's one of the things that we have to continue to work on and work at. Pretty much all our lives, because how we communicate changes based on where we are in life and the information that we have to get out. For example, when we have children, if you have children, it's almost with eager anticipation that we wait until they can form words and sentences and begin to talk. And then for some of us, once they begin talking, it never stops. And so we wonder when they're going to stop talking. For others of us, in their teenage years, we wonder if they've lost the ability to talk or communicate at all. There is hope that it will come back, and I've been assured by many friends who have adult children that it does. And when they come back, those conversations as young adults and adults are some of the most enriching and rewarding conversations you can have. So if you're dealing with a teenager right now, hang in there, it gets better. At least that's what I've been told. Here's my wisdom for this week. Does the message or the intent of the message get lost in the delivery? So what do I mean by that? Well, I'm one of those people who I cannot read anything, whether it's a street sign, something written on a piece of paper, an email, or a text message, if they're misspelled words. Grammar, I can kind of work with grammar, but misspelled words cause me to stop everything, call somebody, usually Mike, and say, hey, look at this word, it's not spelled right. Well, I'm speaking to myself first and then maybe to you, because misspelled words may not be your issue, but it could be that the wrong word was used, or that you have not adjusted to the new language or text language and technology. And so you find yourself trying to decipher what those little things mean, like LOL. Is that laugh out loud or lots of love? So if we get so focused on whether or not it's the perfect message, I think sometimes we may miss the message. Have you ever heard, or have you been the one to say, it's not what you said, but how you said it that was the problem? Well, I know I've said that many times, and I've been told that a few times. And I think it's because, I know it's rooted in the fact that we believe that other people communicate and receive the same way that we do, and that's just not so. Even if you've lived with someone for 20 years, they don't become you. And although they may know you better than anyone else in the world, they don't know what's inside your mind, even though sometimes we expect them to know. So let's get a little bit more into that. So in terms of communicating, whether it's what we say, how we type it, how we text it, if you can get past how it's spelled, whether or not the grammar is perfect, and how it was said or delivered, then we might be able to focus on the message. You really have to take in all of the information, the context, the intent, the emotion, the nonverbal cues. All of those things construct how that sentiment or how that information is communicated. Here's something that you may not know, but you can check on this. There's research that suggests that women have 5 vocal tones or ranges in their voice that range from very low to very high to express the emotion behind what they're saying. Men have 3. So again, women have 5, men have 3 to express the same emotions or all emotions or all thoughts and feelings that go behind what you're saying. So 5, 3. Communication between men and women is a big challenge, not only at home, but also at work. So just keep that in mind. We tend to add so much more to the conversation than just what's being said. We add past experience, past thoughts, our knowledge, our emotion, and whether or not they spelled it right to every message that is being sent. When we do that, we are distracted because we're focused on so many other things, and we may just lose sight of the actual message that's being sent. If it's difficult to determine if or what someone else is feeling or thinking, I challenge you this week to really focus on what is being said and not how it's being said. So I said to you that research says that women have 5 ranges. I'm gonna bump that up one more range to 6. And that 6th may be the absolute loudest of all, and that's silence. When a woman is silent, it could mean so many things, but sometimes that silence can be deafening. So choose your words carefully, but don't pay too much attention to the words. Make sure that you are really focused on hearing the message, because in the message is the true heart of what's being said or communicated. So I know I kind of went long on that one, but I really wanted to get that out because so many times we're missing so much because we're focused on the little things. So this week I'm asking you, focus more on what is being said and not so much on how it was said. Because if we allow the emotion to filter the message, we just might miss it. So that's all I have for this week. Until next week, have a blessed week, and I'll see you soon. Bye.